So, uh, yeah. So my last video, I talked to you guys about how, well, not really talk to you, but I mentioned that I don't have like social media. I don't really go on it at all, and that still goes. I'm getting somebody to post these videos for me, so I don't have to actually truly be here. But you know, um, yeah. But I kind of just wanted to talk about that and my experience so far, why I stopped going on social media in the first place, and maybe try to motivate you to do the same thing, just because I think it's really good. So, uh, why did I stop going on social media? So, I never really had a bad relationship with social media. Um, I grew up when like Facebook was the most incredible thing on earth. And then like Instagram came out, but like I was too old. There was people using it, but it was still brand new, and I don't know. I never really got into it, and then for I think a good part of my mid 20s, I didn't really use it anyway. Lots of reasons for that, but I just never um, really got around to trying it out or using it. And then I think around 26, I got my first like Instagram account and tried out TikTok. Really wasn't for me, but I mean, I did have like a pretty good social media presence. Like I would go on there, I would scroll, I would doom scroll, especially like in the last couple of years. I would catch myself going on there more than I wanted to, let's say. So, um, I think it was less about the doom scrolling and more so that I realized that I was just constantly being bombarded with so much negativity. You see so much depressing news, depressing stories, chaos, violence. You see a lot of things that you have no control over. And I'd say like 30 days ago, I think it's been, let me check actually, hold on. 27 days. 27 days ago, I decided to just give it up completely. Now, the biggest culprit, I'll be honest with you, was Reddit. Um, I think I have like the 12-year badge on my Reddit profile. And again, I don't really have like a negative relationship with Reddit. It's just where I would go to get all like my news and information and what was going on in the world. But there's just too much. And it made me think of when I was a kid. Like, what was life like when I was small, right? So I didn't have any social media. I didn't know what was going on in the world. I didn't know what was going on in the news. I didn't know what was going on with my friends online. My world was what I could access physically and what my parents would tell me, right? So, I mean, I grew up through a lot of stuff. Being born in the 90s up until now, you get to experience quite a few world changing tragedies. But when I was younger, like many of those things really didn't have a huge effect on me because I was just like, I didn't even know it happened, right? And then I realized I was like, so why can't I have that now? And I think to a degree, it's really good to stay informed about things that are going on. Obviously, if there is some like world changing event that I need to know about, then I will know about it, right? Like I still have people around me that would tell me. But for my own like personal day to day, like I don't go on there anymore. I don't go on Reddit. I don't watch the news on TV. I don't watch the news on my computer. I disabled all social media on my phone. I blocked it on the router. Like, not that I was addicted. It just there's no need for it. Really, I feel like it was just taking up so much time. Like I would check my screen time at the end of the day, and it would be like 5 hours. I'm like, how is that possible? How is it possible that I was on my phone for 5 hours? And now my screen time's down to like 30 minutes a day. Like I barely use my phone. It's just to like log into like an authenticator app for work or to send a text message, stuff like that. I don't count like Spotify in my screen time, like if I have the app open and stuff like that. But even Spotify, like I'm looking to get rid of and maybe get an iPod. But let's, not be too extreme here. But anyway, so that's why I gave it up. But it's really changed my feelings about how I feel. I could have worded that better on a day to day. So one of the notes that I wrote the other day is that where is it? Yes, it says that I feel like my childhood wonder is slowly returning. So I think that is something that is really nice. I feel more loose, I guess. I feel more free to think, and I'm definitely more creative. This is clear evidence of that. You don't realize how much time you waste on your phone just like consuming content. And I know it's kind of ironic that now I'm making content for you to consume, but the hope is that you will actually just go on your phone less. Like if this is the only YouTube video that you watch today, and then you're like, okay, I want to do what this guy's doing, that would make me so happy. So the goal is not to create content to keep you here. It's to actually get you off of social media and to encourage you to go create your own content. And another thing that is really nice is that I've rediscovered how to be comfortable with being bored. I think it is so important to be able to be bored and to just be okay with that. Something that I recommend everybody to do, kind of like a side note, but just pick like one day in the month, let everybody know that you're going to do it, but turn your phone off, turn your computer off, turn off all of your electronics, and just lock yourself in your room for like the day. If you want to do like 8 hours after work, like from 5 to like the evening, but just unplug everything, no electronics, and you lock yourself in your room with whatever's in there. You don't prep for it. Whatever is in there that you have, that's all you have. I would recommend at the very least like having a pen and some paper. I won't tell you why, but at the very least have some a pen and some paper in there, but just be bored. Like nothing is going to happen that you're going to miss for 8 hours. Nothing on social media is going to be important enough that you can't just step away from it for like 8 hours. Your family knows what you're doing. You're going to be okay, right? If there's truly an emergency, you could set up a way for them to contact you if like there's some crazy event going on in your life and you need to be on the phone, but that's different, right? But just turn off for like 8 hours and come back and tell me like how you feel after you do that. And I promise you that 8 hours of being there will really, really shift your perspective on so many things. And it will make so much stuff make more sense. You'll find something that you're passionate about, trust me, or you'll come up with some kind of plan. But anyway, you'll figure it out. So yeah, back to the topic of social media. So I don't think that social media is inherently bad. It's just that it's too easy for it to become a problem. There's so many people that I know that can control themselves and like barely use it or set limits and stuff like that. But I think that if you can get away from it as much as possible and try to enjoy, the world, the outside, the things around you, the things that you have, your family, your friends, the physical interactions, and stop relying on your phone to fill that void for you, I think it will make a huge change in your life. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. Also, not that you have to do this, but I got like a little notebook from the department store, I guess. And every day I write like my goals for the day, how I felt, something significant that happened, what I want to achieve, and just like random stuff that happens throughout the day. Like there's really nothing crazy on here, but this has been a really good replacement for pulling out my phone and checking like notifications and stuff like that. It's really nice to like flip back and see like what you were working on or what you were worried about for the day or what you were really happy about. You know, like I challenged myself to read a book, and then at the start of here I said read a book, and then I read the book, and I went back when I was flipping through here one day and I saw that I wrote read a book, and now beside that read a book note I put that I read the book. So it's kind of nice. You know, it's these little things that you don't think that really make a difference, but this has made such a difference in my day to day, and I recommend it. And you don't need to spend like crazy money on this. Go to Walmart and buy like a pack of Mead flip books and just write in them. They're like $2 or $3 or whatever, but yeah, I think that would be a good idea as well. But anyway, moral of the story, try your best for the rest of the year and for going forward to get off social media as much as you can. You don't have to do it as extreme as me where you just like dump it completely, but try your best. It's freed up so much space in my head and given me so much more time in my day that alone should be justification enough for you to at least try. Especially if you're one of these people that says, oh, I don't have enough time, but your screen time on your phone is like 6 hours. You have so much time. Okay. But yeah, that's it. There was something else that I wanted to talk about, but I'll save it for the next video. And yeah, if you want to tell me about your experiences with social media, or, you know, your relationship with it, or what you've tried and what's not working for you to like get off these platforms and stuff like that, like let me know, and hopefully I can help out or potentially offer some advice through my person that comments for me. But yeah, that's all I have for today, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.